Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. That's right, I have finally cracked 6,000 trophies in the builder base, and I did it, well, not with that base. I did it, well, hey, come on, all's fair in love, war, and Clash of Clans, right? I did it by using another top player's base, and I will go ahead and show you that base. If you want to see the attacks that got me to 6,000, look at the recent live stream on my channel. I did it live, you guys. I attacked live, 9 out of 10 2-stars, had some luck, and just barely cracked 6,000. But what we're going to do right now is show you the base that did it. And it went 3250. That's 3 0-stars, 2 1-stars, 5 2-stars, and no 3-star defenses. So let's take a look at how it held up first from the air. That would be air attacks against the base. And we'll check out a few different strategies right here. Most common is going to be drop minion, as Klaus so eloquently called it. This player dropped the drop ships pretty tightly together there. I would normally advise against that. You don't want all of your drop ships in one tight spot like that. Obviously, splash damage from the roaster, from the air bombs, they're just not going to work as well for protecting your minions. And the minions are the guys that are putting out the mega amounts of damage right here. Just watch this roaster go to work on the remaining minions. It is not a good scene. There they go, just getting annihilated. And just as quickly as this attack got underway, it's just about over. That is it. Only the battle machine was left. And with both of the crushers up, the cannon up as well, the giant cannon, not a lot that this battle machine, even at level 20, is going to get through. 48% and no stars, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for me. All right, so let's take a look at another drop minion attack. This attacker looks like he's going to come from the same angle, but it's going to be slightly different. You'll see where my air bombs are way off to the right. So of course, I've set all of my mines to air and on the left-hand side of my base, or opposite the air bombs, because I figure that's where most players are going to come from. With this multi-layered wall setup, I think that I'm probably going to see fewer ground attacks, so that's why I've set all of my mines to air. Now, T has started out by attempting to pick off those outer structures for some free percentage points. Now, this works out well in two ways. One, he's got 11% of the base down already, and number two, this serves as funneling for the remainder of the troops. You'll notice the top and the bottom cleared out. If he comes from the left-hand side, farthest side from the air bombs, those units are going to focus on the core of the base and head right for the builder hall. At least that is the intention. So here they come. And yes, of course, they're going to start triggering the rest of my air mines. They're set out over here. Big damage on the minions right there. Does not take them out. Good spread of the drop ships. Better than the first attack, but you'll see a lot of them have taken severe damage early on thanks to the mines as well. The roaster out there on the left. Those archer towers all on long range helping out. And sure enough, there you go, last dropship is down, and now the minions just getting absolutely blasted by all of the air defenses in the area of the archer towers. The Teslas both still up as well. And again, we're looking at just the battle machine. Now this time the battle machine does target the builder hall, you'll see. So it works out pretty well. He's going to go in, he's going to get that roaster out of the way, then he's going to turn to the builder hall, but he can't get the job done. That is another thing about that battle machine. He tells you he's going to target one thing, then he goes off and targets something completely different. I don't know. It's frustrating. I agree. All right, let's move on. We've got another air attack. This time, yes, the very popular drop minion and the same basic start of the strategy, except for now here comes a huge pile of minions, and for some reason, all of the drop ships together tightly again. Now, I'm not saying I'm a better attacker than these guys, but normally when I use dropships, I try to spread them out. I will drop 3 in a wide spread, and then I'll save the 4th and drop the 4th a few seconds later after I've seen which direction the first 3 are headed. There you can see all of the remaining dropships taking massive damage from the roaster. The minions getting in there. Somebody spilled a box of Q-tips as the skeletons go flying. The minions not quite able... Oh, wait, they are. They are just able to get the builder hall down, and it's a 2-star, but only 50%. And at the higher top 200 range of trophies right now, that is almost never going to get you the victory. All right, let's check out from the ground another very popular attacking style using barbarians, bombers, and cannon carts mostly. We're not seeing a lot of giant usage right now. So the bomber's doing a great job. You guys also have to remember, I do have an advantage of maxed out walls. And although it seems like it's a bit of a waste with the bombers one-shotting those walls, that's only the first shot. Then the walls are significantly going to slow those bombers down, and it does work out really well. I've had clan member after clan member tell me how difficult these max level walls make an attack. So they don't seem that useful. I think they are really significant right now against ground attacks. Now this player did get that opening, but check out the battle machine. He goes straight after the crusher anyway, even though there was an open path and it felt like maybe the Tesla was closer. Doesn't happen, and another 0 star. We had 3 0 stars in my last 10 battles on my way to 6,000 trophies. All right, next player. Here we go. We've got a foreign character player's name there, and he's going to use 80 barbs, so no cannon carts this time, which could make sense coming from a different angle if you're trying to avoid the crushers. Think back to my slicing the pie episodes that I made about strategy trying to avoid crushers. And you will see that, yes, if you can get all these walls open, you can get to the builder hall without having to deal with the crushers. But this player not doing a great job of keeping his bombers alive. You notice one is already down. He needs that last bomber. That 4th bomber needs to get that inner wall open. But look at these 2 single tiles of walls. That is going to slow this bomber down right there, and that is unfortunate. Obviously, he wanted that first shot to be on that inner wall so that it would one-shot it, take it out of the way. Now you can see that bomber not going to get through the wall. The only chance, the 2 bombers at the bottom, sure enough, now they do get through there. And that is when he decides to drop the battle machine. The rest of the barbs rushing in, but just too much damage raining down. You'll see the giant cannon is safely away. It is going to fire down onto the battle machine and the remaining barbarians. The roaster just frying those barbs. You can hear them. It's not a pretty sound. And as the last of the barbarians move in, it's not going to happen. That builder hall is going to survive just barely. And there it is, defending a 53% 1 star. So despite the fact that I set all of my mines to anti-air, the ground attacks did fail from time to time, and that was definitely some welcome trophies. All right, here we go. Hybrid attacks, and there was really only one. It was a Mitch attack with witches and minions. And now, witches, I am personally not a fan. I just think that they're too inconsistent. It is too difficult to protect them and to know where they're going to path, what's going to happen. Obviously, you're going to want to use your battle machine to try to pull the multi-mortar away from the witches, and that's exactly what you're going to see here. So Yoda picking off a few outer structures first, dropping in the battle machine also to clear any mines that happen to be in that area. Witches trailing in behind the battle machine. That means the battle machine is going to start to pick up some of those defenses to try to keep the witches alive a little bit longer. But you can see the roaster, the air defenses are working really hard on the minions. And again, you're counting on those minions. You want the bats to try to tank for the minions. Battle machine is down very quickly down the right-hand side because he went right into range of the giant cannon. And that is going to leave your witches on the left-hand side very vulnerable. The last of the minions are out of the way, and it is solely up to the witches to try to get this done. And there you can see the multi-mortar, the witches' worst enemy, just taking them out like crazy. And just, again, quickly, battle over. And that indeed right there was the battle that I barely won. I barely won with a 50% 2-star to crack 6,000 trophies. Now let's go ahead and show the best attack of the day against my base. And it was a massive crushing by Titan from La Rejectada, which is actually a combination of Rejects and La Remontada. Those guys fighting together to try to finish #1 in the season. Best of luck to those guys. Actually, by the time this video comes out, we will have known whether they won or lost. But you can see here, great job of protecting his bombers. They are indeed getting through that inner core of walls. And like the earlier fail, that is key. Check out the use of barbarians, the battle machine, but biggest right here, watch the cannon carts taking no damage whatsoever until right then. They're avoiding the giant cannon, which is critical. Somehow just barely avoiding the firing of the giant cannon every single time. And by Titan, absolutely a Titan attacker, just annihilating my base. I mean, this was not only the best attack of the day, but it was by far the highest percentage. I mean, just absolutely wiped me out. Perfectly executed, and then he lets the bomber run just to crush a few more of my walls to make my base look even worse. Congrats, by Titan. You definitely earned those trophies from me, but I did get to 6,000. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to everybody at FNA Full Night Attack for helping me out. If not for all the friendlies, the bases, you guys, I never would have gotten there. Your support, Galafam, you guys mean the world to me. I appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Do me a favor as you go out for the rest of your day. Go out of your way to be extra kind to another human being, and you will find it pays off exponentially. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Full attack! Galadon pays off exponentially. What does that even mean? Come on!